Good morning and welcome to Crow and Klein, here today with a daily energetic check-in, and welcome to October. This is hands down my favorite month of the year. I love fall, I love Halloween, I love everything about it, the mystical, magical, the veil between worlds, all of that. So today I have the Horror Oracle out. Okay, and our card of focus is fire. And I'm sure that you recognize this as images from the movie Frankenstein. Okay. So this particular movie, I think, is 1931. But anyway, or the original was 1931. So basically what this card is saying is that it wasn't necessarily your decision to burn everything down. Okay. Misunderstandings, miscommunications, assumptions of the worst. Okay. Fear, ignorance. This is all kindling for a very destructive fire. And while it can take a village to stack things up, or it can take a lot of things to pile up before that fire ignites, right? It only takes one person to put a torch to it. And then it all ends in flame. So consider, though, that a fire can also be rebirth. It can mark a new beginning, right? When a forest burns down, it does grow back. So really this card, and it did come out in the upright. So this card is really saying, let it all come down because something new is about to arise. Okay, so it's kind of almost like a tower moment, it feels like. But it feels like the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, maybe you've been taking it and taking it and taking it and taking on other people's burdens and whatever, and giving too much and people pleasing and what. So something, and it could be some little teeny tiny thing that finally sends everything crumbling to the ground, right? I mean, that's what this card is really about. It's sort of the I've had enough, and it's going to take one teeny tiny little thing to just bring it all down. So let it, because something new is going to arise. Okay, something has to end. Something has to end. I like that this card isn't just talking about isn't just talking about the collective. It's talking about how external circumstances can really add to a situation, can really add to the problem, and eventually is the thing that can spark it to bring it all down. So excuse me, it's a little stuffy here. Anyway, I'm just going to use a regular, well, it's not regular, it's a version of a Rider Waite to dig into this message. Yeah, let it burn down. Let it all burn. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, funny. Ooh, there's our tower. Anyway, I want to thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. I'm honored to be able to bring you these readings, and so appreciative that you're showing up for me on my journey. All right, let's do one more. All right. Excuse me. A little bit stuffy. I just burned a bunch of sweetgrass, and so it went right in my face. So I'm a little stuffy. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords coming out. This is kind of a winning at all cost. It can be a bit of a bully energy, but it basically is a bittersweet win. Okay. There is a winner, there is a loser, neither one's happy. All right. So you could have been really fighting about something, whether yourself or somebody else, or a group of people even. And under your energy comes the Lovers. Now this is a card. Oh, pardon me. It's a card of karma. It's a card of choices. It's a card of passion. So it could be a project. It could be a person. This is in your energy. So there's something There's something that's ending that is something that you loved or had a passion for, whether it's a person, an event, an aspect of the self, whatever. So we're going to put that here. Hold on. And then I'm going to see if we can do that whole thing. How's that? Gorgeous. Actually, it's quite fitting. The rose quartz with the Lover's card. Anyway, you're to remember that you do have strength. You have the strength to get through whatever this is. Your inner wellspring is balanced and strong. This is a lot of courage. It's a card of courage. Okay? You have what you have what you need to get through it. You have this inner strength. But this is something that is going to end, that is not going to make anybody happy. Okay? Yeah. And coming out underneath the Five of Swords is the Three of Cups, which is the cup of community. It's a cup of celebration. So this could be an ending of maybe friendships with a group of people. Maybe there's a group of people you're walking away from. I love that we have this coming up under this, you know, this conflict energy, but also the Fire card talks about it takes a community to really pile it on before that one person can ignite that fire of destruction, right? So there may be a group of people around you that are kind of part of this. Yeah. And in your energy, you have the Eight of Cups, which is all about walking away. So you are walking away from either a group. It really is a group of people. Okay. You're walking away from a community, and it's too bad because you really loved them, but you understand that you cannot be in that energy anymore. Okay. It's no longer serving your purpose. If you stay with them, well, regardless, this is kind of a Tower moment. Okay. You've got to walk away from them in order to experience your growth. Okay. Under Strength, we have the Moon. So there was some illusion with this group of people, with this community. There was something hidden. There was something that you didn't want to see. There was something that wasn't clear. Okay. With them. But this is also coming out underneath your strength. So it's possible you didn't know the depths of your strength and your courage in moving away from this group of people. So obviously I'm talking about a group of people because I keep saying this group of people. So we're going to go with that because that is a really, really strong message. And underneath that card of community is the Empress. So there's probably one person who sort of seems to be a leader in this group of people, who seems to have it all together, is full of abundance and nurturing and luxury and all that good stuff. Okay. But it's also coming out with this Five of Swords. So this could be the other bully energy. Here's your community. You know, you're feeling like you've got to fight in the situation always, or you're always watching your back or something. And then there's this person. So there's one person who's sort of the ringleader. I don't know why I said that. Okay. Yeah. All right. When you walk away from this thing, and it's going to be kind of hard because it is something that you are very passionate about. When we take away the negative, it leaves a space to expand the positive, okay, which is going to fill your cup. Your cup's going to be overflowing once you get away from this group of people. Okay. You already are. You're understanding for sure the necessity for this. This is for your growth. This is for your best and highest good. Okay. Yeah. Keep in mind, we have all these naked cards. Yeah, the devil is showing up. So there's some sort of maybe addictive here, let me connection with this group, or you know, you might be staying just because it seems familiar. There's some sort of behavior pattern that has kept you with this group, or this group has kept you in some sort of belief pattern. Okay. One that doesn't serve you any longer. This is why we're moving away. Oh, really? Come on. It's not gonna do it. Come here, little Ganesh. We gotta keep the naked people from showing all their body parts here. Okay. Interesting, because Ganesh is all about removing conflict, right? Okay, so really I think it's pretty clear. There's a group of people that you are meant to move away from. It's a group of people that you have loved, but they're keeping you, they're stunting your growth is what it feels like. Okay, you have an inner strength that you didn't really comprehend before this, but you know that you need to move away from this group of people in order to grow. Okay, because they've become your devil. Okay, you need to move and expand and grow, and sometimes we have to leave people behind when we do that. And Ace of Swords coming out in confirmation of, yeah, it's the ultimate truth. It's an epiphany. It's clarity. Okay. So this was kind of specific today. You know who you are. All right. I can certainly resonate with this myself. So anyway, that is your reading for today. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon.